In 476, Rome fell due to military attacks, problems with their emperor, and a weakened economy. Rome didn't physically fall, but the government weakened, thus leading to the Middle Ages because there was no emperor to rule. Clovis, the king of France, converted to Christianity in 486. He later conquers the former Roman province of Gaul, and later it becomes the Kingdom of France. By converting, he earned support and gained power in the Pope. In 732, Charles Martel rallied Frankish armies. Christian warriors triumphed because they beat the Muslims. The Muslims then didn't advance into the Western Europe, except in most of Spain. Charlemagne was the grandson of Charles Martel. In 768, he became the king of Franks. In 799, Pope Leo III decided to make Charlemagne emperor of the Holy Roman Empire.
Charlemagne believed education was another way to unify the kingdom. In the year 700, the Vikings left Scandinavia and they burned and looted cities along the coasts and rivers of Europe.
Vikings lived in Scandinavia. They were farmers and expert sailors. The Vikings were traders and explorers. They sailed around the Mediterranean Sea and across the Atlantic. In the year 1000, they set up a short-lived colony in North America. They made trade routes that linked North Europe to Mediterranean lands. They also settled in England, Ireland, North France, and parts of Russia. During invasions, kings and emperors were weak. Their people needed protection. Federalism was formed as a loosely organized system to protect their people. Lords gave their knights housing and knights gave them loyalty. Peasants worked long hours. Many peasants worked from sun up to sundown. Children often helped.
The Crusades began with Pope Urban II called for knights to help the Christian army fight the Muslim Turks. Thousands of knights went into Jerusalem, the Holy Land. He also wanted Christians to fight Muslims instead of each other. Eventually, after a brutal war, Christians won Jerusalem. The Crusades went for over 200 years. Because of the Crusades, there were many changes such as economy changes and wider worldview involved.
In 1347, trading ships set sail for Messina. Sailors were falling sick and dying. After they docked, townspeople started dying. It spread through Italy, France, and Spain, and eventually through the rest of Europe. During the plague, people turned to magic and witchcraft. Some beat themselves with whips to show punishment. Some people blamed Jews for the plague. They all believed it was God's punishment. People fled cities and hid in their homes to try and keep safe.